Allison, could you please provide people who might be watching this, who might have heard the term social finance, but aren't entirely sure what that means from a foundation's perspective, could you give people some sense of what is meant by the term social finance?
Social finance is really about using money for double or triple bottom line. So we think about traditional investing for profit. Social finance is about investing for both social and or environmental as well as a bottom line return.
Now you just have finished moderating a panel discussion at the conference on the topic of social finance. Could you give the people who will be watching this video just a bit of a sense of some of the comments, some of the examples perhaps that bring social finance to life?
So we had a presentation from Pam Jolla from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Canada, and she talked about very practical examples of social enterprise and how they have some difficulty in getting access to capital when they need it. We had Nora Sobolov from the Community Forward Fund who talked about setting up an actual fund where nonprofits or charities can access working capital when they need it. And then we had Tim Drayman present on updates from the Canadian Task Force on Social Finance, which was released December of last year.
And just one last question on the report from the Task Force on Social Finance. Could you give just some of the key recommendations, just the top couple of recommendations, because there were some, and I think one directed specifically at foundations, if I'm not mistaken. Could you just kind of highlight that one in particular and any other key recommendations from that report?
There were 7 main recommendations from the Canadian Task Force on Social Finance. Recommendation number 1 encouraged foundations to use at least 10% of their endowments towards mission-related investing. So right now, it's 96.5% of your assets are invested in traditional sources, and 3.5%, which is your mission, is for grants. And so how do we reevaluate that equation and figure out how we can use those endowments to get, again, a double or triple bottom line return and invest in social enterprises or social entrepreneurs? Should I say a few more, a couple of quick things?
Why don't you just other just kind of key, sure.
So there were several other recommendations. Number 7, for example, was that the tools and resources that are, even the funding programs that are available to traditional entrepreneurs be made available to social entrepreneurs. So in Ontario, for example, we just launched a new funding program with the Ministry of Research and Innovation to make a whole series of programs available to social entrepreneurs that were only available to they're now available to nonprofits that were only available to, say, tech entrepreneurs.
Right.
So that's great. And then there's the 8th recommendation, which never made it into the report, that we set up a center for impact investing here in Canada. And in fact, last week we just announced that Mars is going to be setting up a center for impact investing funded by the Rockefeller Foundation and the incredibly visionary McConnell Foundation, who's done a lot of work in this space. And so this is a manifestation of that.
Well, that's great. It was very exciting.
Very exciting all around.
Thanks very much.